Dad. Is it okay if me and Afton go ask Lincoln if he can play,
And you can play in our backyard.
but not inside?
Oh, his house? Oh, they can't come in our house. No, not tonight. Mom's not home.
Okay.
You can just go jump on the tram and see if he comes outside, dude. Okay? William. William. Thank you. Oh, crap. Are we on divisions or positions? We are on positions.
Me and Afton are gonna go play at his house.
Inside his house?
Yeah.
Okay, just for a little while though. And hey, have Afton put her watch on
Okay.
and tell Mom that you guys are doing that.
Mom's not here.
That's what the watch is for.
Oh.
Yeah. Get your shoes on too, buddy. Don't leave our doors open, okay? Ray Finkel. Throwing in the towel, Larry. Einhorn and Finkel. Einhorn is Finkel. There's the pole. And then let's quickly look and see. It's just Big Al's left, few left there. Atlanta, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Washington. Jarvis for Rust and Hockey is the trade offer. Jason to Jonathan. Jonathan's here. If you want to trade Jarvis for Rust, Jonathan. And then I know that, let me find it. Deal. Okay, I'll make the swap. I know that there were a few other names up, but I will find it here in a second. That's the Jarvis, Carolina. And that is Rust trade. I think Daryl had two of his couple up. It was Eklund and Mangiapane are up for trade too, if anybody else is trading in East Coast. Fairly simple start here. We've got the dollar break. There's a few more minutes here if you want to grab any spots. I think there's about 100 free spots so far. I'm trying to think. I want to do a second place prize too for this, but it's going to be for what I'll do is I'll do it for either a because we're full on all the other. I'll think of it here before we get it rolling. Sam Still for Dallas from Dallas from Mangiapane. Dylan is offering Daryl. Daryl, if you're here, I don't know if Daryl's live tonight or not. Live with us yet. I think he should be. But you're offering Still for Mangiapane. When we get to that break too, Dylan, I'll mention it as well. Full on Gold Rush Minis, full on Gold Rush Funko. Appreciate it, guys. Some trades, some sells. Full on East Coast, full on Radkey. Big Al's just has those 5 teams left. What we'll do is we'll do a live fill, either a 3 or a 2 boxer. Pick one random one. We'll do a Radkey live fill. We're down to our last 2 boxes. There's a new double box coming to me. It is still quarterback month, but I think that he said he'll have some new headliner pitchers to go along with those. So I'll probably keep those in just in case on the pitchers. But I think he'll have some new chasers to go after too. So we'll have more than just those 6 to look at. Depends on who it is. If there's the same name, I may just take them off and focus on the new ones. But always the same sentiment with Radkey is don't just focus in a 0 on those. Really, the sky's the limit on Radkey on who you're going after. Let me double check that we're going to start with the dollar break. We'll worry about the last 5 teams of Big Al's in a second when we get there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the post there, or not close it, but I won't turn off commenting. I'll just close to run live. So final shot, if you want to get in a dollar break, you're welcome to ask me to get you spots here, whether you don't have Facebook or if you missed it on Facebook. You're welcome to grab spots now or wait for the next one in 2 weeks. And then we're good to roll on everything else. I've got the pull up positions. What we'll do for that is same as we did on Wednesday. Garrison Hurst, Joe Green minis are the prize. If we hit the bounty, all the names will be entered in. Top name we'll get to pick. Also going to say still going for the Jack Hughes puck or the Jack Hughes photo. So still some, we'll have 4 items to choose from for now. If we get back into the full-size range, we'll see there whether we do Derrick Henry or someone else. Carlos, $20 the dollar. I'm going to focus on the dollar now. We'll get rolling. I'm going to read off some the items there. Got you, Carlos. It's 21 plus your 5 bonus, so 20 total. And let me go mark it on the page before I forget. Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Mine was a lot less crazy than the last weekend, so that's good. This is what I'm going to do. Let's see. I am not going to do, well, I will do last place. So I was going to do first and second. I'll do first and last again. So first place will win the dollar break. Will get whatever item they want, just like normal. Last place is going to either get a free spot in the live fill Radkey or the live fill jerseys, whatever you prefer, 30 or 36 jerseys or Radkey. Since we had a few more claims this time, if you get last place, the one rule I will do is if you win, I won't let you win last place freebie 2. I'll go up to the second to last spot on the last roll, if that makes sense. So just a way of having a second winner in this one. One of those 2, and it's got to be a live fill claim. So if you miss it today, you can try it on Wednesday. I'll remind you. We'll do it that way. All right, let's Put me in now for $1. You got it too. How funny would that be if you got the very last one, huh? With one spot. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's go look at the items really quick. They're all here. I think I updated it on the. Maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. It was not another. It's a. Okay. So all of them are listed here. Jason's taking 5-2. Let me put you down, Jason, before I forget. I'm going to read off all the items. Got you for 5, Jason. Where's your name? It's right there. Okay, back here and then back. Sorry, I'm trying to go too many things. Okay, here's all the items. Winner can pick whatever one they want. Some of them are up for double claims. If you look next to them, they have the little pound signs. 2 of those would be your choices. They both have the pound signs. Let's talk about what the options are. Full sizes, new edition, Mike Evans, Bucks throwback, authentic, Cam Newton, STS, Josh Jacobs. I'm just going to read the names, not the styles. It'll take all day. Jacobs, Jamar Chase, Archie Manning, Deion Sanders, Falcons. Licensed jerseys, I added a Chipper Jones. We've had him in the series a bunch of times. I bought it for licensed series, but we're going to put it as a dollar break for a little while. Chipper's a cool one. Julio Cesar, Brazil jersey, Dustin Wolf, Shaquille O'Neal, and Mika Zibanejad. Non-sports Funkos, Cheech and Chong are a pair. You can get them both if you choose those. Dwight Schrute, Rainn Wilson, McLovin, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Emilio Estevez from the Breakfast Club, Fonzie, Henry Winkler, Tony Hawk, and Ice Cube. Other items, there's Taylor Swift, there's Jack Nicklaus on the Spectator Handbook, there's Bo Jackson, Quinn Hughes on the mini hockey helmet, Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, Lord of the Rings, Brian Urlacher, Midi Flex, Gordie Howe, and Walter Payton on the photos, Terrell Owens on the Reebok hat. Full sizes, Bijan Robinson, Warren Sapp, Brian Dawkins, Steve Spurrier, Kurt Warner, Ray Lewis, Tyreek Hill, Mike Vick, Lawrence Taylor. You guys have noticed some of the items have been falling off and moving to other things, and I've added some while we're doing that. Trying not to get to 100 items. So if I add some in, I'm trying to take some out. If you hit and you're asking about something, you want to look at something that was taken off recently, let me know. It's a good chance I still have it, and I'd be happy to switch for that. Custom jerseys, Lamar Jackson, Dan Marino, Christian McCaffrey, Ellie De La Cruz, the 1999 Stars Champs, multi-signed. New edition is Bam Margera Jackass jersey. It's custom. Major League triple signed from the movie Goldberg. 2 different options for Bill Goldberg, Falcons, and Mean Machine. Emmitt Smith, Andrew Luck on the Nike China. Full size, Reggie Wayne, Adrian Peterson, Deion Sanders, Cowboys, so 2 Deons. Joe Theismann, Ryan Day, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith. Luke Kuechly. This is Mark Duper and Mark Clayton, dual signed. Jim McMahon. I keep hearing people coming in and out of my house. Hopefully that's my kids. The door's right above me. Funkos for sports, Dan Marino, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Jordan Love, Ellie De La Cruz, Drew Brees, Terry Bradshaw, Shaquille O'Neal. Minis, Aaron Rodgers, Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Jamar Chase, Charles Woodson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Terry Bradshaw, Bo Jackson, Cooper Kupp. That must be all the items. I feel like I'm missing one, but I guess I'm not. And then each individual item's pictured. If you want to go look at it, see if you like the auto, placement, inscription, style, whatever, you can look at them closer up. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back. Talk about how many spots so we're all on the same page. If you think I missed spots, let me know. This one, again, I'll talk about it at first and last win. Bill, taking a guess. If you're just jumping in the gold bag, I have a player from the all 2010 decades team. Could be offense, could be defense, could be special teams. I think they do all 3 of those. I think special teams are all decade. Maybe I just eliminated the category for you guys, but all decades 2010, and then the bounty is positions. Okay, in the dollar break, Christy, I've got you with 20 with 5 bonus there. Mike Z, I had you with 5. Mike R, you had 40 with 10 bonus. Mike Z, another 5 there. Richard S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Bob M, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Mike Z, another 10 to give you 20 total, so 5 bonus with that. Steve A, you've got 5 there. Clint B, you've got 20 with 5 bonus. Brian E, 4. Nick F, 10. excuse me, Larry K, you have 20, is 21 there, but 20 with the 5 bonus. Mark M, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Chad, you had 10. Larry V, you had 40 with 10 bonus. Richard S, 40 with 10 bonus. I'm highlighting them, looking to make sure that they're the right amount on the side. You just can't see that because it's covered by my picture. Jonathan R, 10. Greg, 4. Scott, 20 with 5 bonus. Brady A, you had 2 there. Brian E, you had 4 there. Dustin, you had 25 with 5 bonus. Richard S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Dustin, another 13. Brady, another 3. Greg, another 20 with 5 bonus. Dustin, another 5 to get you over the 20, or get you over the next 20 mark, which gives you 5 bonus. Did I get you the first? I did. So 10 total bonus. Mike, you had 40 with 10 bonus. Bill S, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Carlos, 20 with 5 bonus. Tim, 1. Jason, 5. We are full. 611 is the count. I want to say there's 100 to 120 in bonus spots. You can win off the bonus spot. That's the whole point of claiming 20. Let's go roll the dice. I just copied the 611. Sure, this tab. It needs to be 7 or higher, like it states in the post, guys. If it's not 7 or higher, I re-roll the dice. 4 does not work. 7 does work. 7 will work. That's the amount of times we're going to roll it. Let's go over here. Okay, it should say 611 when we run it. Remember, first place wins the dollar break. Can pick whatever they want, or a combination of 2 things if they pick the pound items. Last place, as long as it's a different name than first place, wins a free spot in the Radke live fill or the Big Al's Jersey live fill today or Wednesday. If it's the same name as first place, we'll go up until there's a different name. So not the last place, but the second to last place. 7 times total, guys. Good luck. Thanks for joining. I love doing the dollar break. I wish I could join a dollar break elsewhere too with a bunch of items to choose from. That's my style. 2. I'll scroll, I guess. I'm not just dragging, and that way you guys can see your names in there. There's 4. Running at the minimum amount of time today, which is 7. There's 5. There's 6. And our final roll here will tell us our winner, and then we'll scroll down to find who gets the secondary prize. 3, 2, 1. Top place is Mike Z. Mike Z with the dollar break win. Mike R just right behind with 2 spots. Nick there, Chad there, Mike again, Dustin there, Mike Z again, Richard up there, Carlos up there. But Mike Z takes home the dollar break and can pick any item he wants. Congrats, Mike. Let's see who gets the free spot in the live fill. It's spot 611. And that is going to be Mark. Mark M. Mark, are you here? I don't know if Mark gets here. It's here on time or a little bit later. But Mark, I'll remind you when I see you, you got the last place prize, which means you can claim a spot in the jerseys, which you usually do. That'll be for free. Mike Z says, Taylor Swift guitar, you got it. There was a bunch after that. I've had a few ask about it and other items too, saying, hey, I'll trade for it. Because I know people are chasing, I leave them in there. I don't think that's fair to take them out unless it's something that no one is showing the interest in. For those after Taylor Swift, every once in a while I'll find 1 or 2 that are not astronomical like they usually are, and I'll put it in the dollar break. I'll also look for extras for those that have asked for me, and we can look at a trade. That is the last one I have for now, but I'm sure we'll have more in the future, so don't worry. Mike, congrats. You got it. Taylor Swift guitar. And Mark, congrats on the second place prize, which is the last place prize on the 7th roll. Congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. I know we had quite a few claim more than just a couple, which is the way I do it too. So better luck next time. Let's close this. Let's go back over here. Tim, congrats on losing $1. Yeah. Can't look at it like that, though, Tim. Okay, I got a bunch of guesses coming in. It's a good time to guess Kelsey, huh? Right after we talked about Taylor Swift. Okay, let's get to the main part of our stream. The only thing that's open, guys, is the Big Al's full-size 4-box. We're either going to do a 3 or a 2-box live, depending on who's here. So it won't be the only ones that we're doing, but the last teams that are left are the Falcons, the Jaguars, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Commanders. Those are 43 apiece. We'll get there when we get there, though. I need to delete 2 boxes, 1, 4, 6, 7. We've got 6 and 7, so 1 and 4 are gone. All right, let's get rolling. We'll do our non-football stuff first. Funko could be football, but we'll start there. We'll do East Coast second, then the mini helmets, then Racky, then Big Al's, then some live fills. Anyone do anything fun? I know Brian went into the Brickyard, whatever, 500, 300, 600, 500. Are you here, Brian? How was that? Let's do our Funko, though. I'll read through these spots, guys. I'll do them quick. I know we posted them live. Same with the minis, but I think it's only fair to just read through them today since we're a little ahead of schedule. Mike, in the Funko, you've got Kelsey, the $3 off spot. You sold David Faustino to Metcalf. You also have Otis skipping down your next line. You had Hurts, traded for O'Neal, Allen Iverson, and Cheech Marine. Chad, you had Rhodes, Tyson, Jefferson, and X-Pac. Brian, Gordon, Bryce Dallas Howard, Hull, Deion Sanders, Ripley, Ellie De La Cruz, Halle Berry, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Lehman, Behringer, Baylor, and Jamar Chase. Jason T had Bedard, Io Sky, Charlie Sheen, Flavor Flav, Brad W., Barry Sanders, John Robinson, Dan Marino, and Post Malone. Nick F., you had Applegate, Moon, Alexa Bliss, King Booker. Chris G., you had Lee, Tomlinson, Diesel, and Mysterio. Seinfeld, Demerit, Hill, Henderson, Pacino, Damon Bradshaw, Van Damme. I just watched the Pacino movie today. Finished it. Oh my gosh, no, I can't remember it. With Johnny Depp. I can't remember the name of it. Judge, Seagal, DDP, and Jordan Alvarez. It's on Netflix. Clip B, you had Reigns, Oscar De La Hoya, Dennis Rodman, Lawrence Taylor. Bob, you had Jordan, Thomason Nicholas, Magic Johnson, George Gervin, Jason Bird, Kid, Singletary, Vega. Rob, you had Stone Cold, Dominic Wilkins, Kevin Garnett, and Blair. You traded for Blair. Bill B, Kelly Smith. That's Will Smith. Which Will Smith is that, by the way? Is that the baseball player or the actor? Ray Lewis, Jack Lambert, Chevy Chase, Alex Vincent, Steve Young, Ron Howard for Bill B. Chris D, you close with Cena, Chad Johnson, Undertaker, and Trish Stratus. That's gonna bug me. What's the mobster show with Al Pacino and Johnny Depp? Just barely watched it. Oh, it's called it's his name. Donnie Brasco? Is that what it is? Donnie Brasco? I can't remember. Okay, Funko. It is Donnie Brasco. Okay. That's a good movie. I like monster shows. Okay, we've got Funko's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we opened 2 last week. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I know crazy if I try to think of something, I can't think of it. You guys know this by now. I have to figure it out. Otherwise, it eats at me. Anything but a 2 works here. That is a 6. 6 is what we're doing. 6 is up here. Good luck in the Funko all. Thanks for joining. I've thought about it. I think maybe in the future we may switch. I like doing 1 because it's cheap, $3 a name, and it's $12 a spot. But I think these are popular enough that we could do 2 boxers and make it maybe 22 or 23. I mean, 24 as if it was exactly double. But maybe that we move to doing 2 of these at a time at some point. 1 is fun, but I think most would prefer to have a double chance. 6. I don't know. You guys can let me know. Guess and Sheen. I can see that. I can see Sheen. to see it till we all see it. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. Of course, I'm upside down. I thought it was the other way. We're going sports, just not football. He has been a pitcher headliner in the past. I doubt he's on it this time because he's been on it a few times. That's a great one. One we've seen a little bit more often. Elly De La Cruz. Nice Cincinnati Reds Funko. That's a cool one. Daryl, what's up, man? How you doing? Let me see who had Elly. Not claimed. He has been in the past. There he is. He's the first random on the Ripley claim. Brian W. hitting Elly De La Cruz. Brian, nice hit. Number 44, Cincinnati Reds. Funko number 118. It is Beckett certified. I dig how all these are clean. We've had some in the past where the boxes are not very clean. I don't think we've pulled any of those other guys. Corey Seager, Manny Machado, Corbin Carroll, Ronald Acuna, Gunnar Henderson. I mean, they have to be able to sign, but most of those guys sign, so. Nice. Elly De La Cruz. We're going baseball there. I think we've had boxing and baseball now. No, what did we hit last week? It wasn't boxing. I was thinking of the baseball. Who did we hit on the Funko last week? You guys will tell me. Losing my mind. WWE, that's right. It was The Miz, right? Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Brian, nice hit. Elly De La Cruz. I'm not sure if you've hit him in the past. Look on a previous one, maybe. All right, let's go over to our last non-football item of the night. That is East Coast. We were going to do 42 per spot. Daryl's 2 arrived today or whatever day it was. He opened them up. He had Adrian Kempe and Roman Yossi. If those are names you were after, Brian, you've had a few of your targets get hit by Daryl opening them. You can join Daryl's and chase those guys. They're no longer in this series for us. As soon as we know they've been opened, which we do with Daryl, they get removed from the list. So we jumped from 42 to 44 with only 15 claims and 15 randoms. I don't know if you guys. Oh, don't say sorry. I mean, you're saying sorry to him, maybe. I don't know if we're going to do 4 1-boxers after this or if we're going to do 1 more 2-boxer and then 2 1-boxers, but we are definitely going to end with either 2 or 4 1-boxers because of the price going up. We could go up again, but at this point it jumps up a bit because of losing 2 out of the 15 or 1 out of the 15 claims, you know. So we'll see. We may be down to a 1-boxer, maybe a pick 1 random 1, or maybe pick 1 random 2 on Wednesday. That's where we're at. We still have 1 community hit we're chasing. I'm hoping he's in these final 6 we have. There's still 3 pictured headliners. Looking for some claimed hits today. I made the promise that if we don't hit a pictured headliner in these final 8, that I'll throw in a jersey. I haven't picked one out yet, but I will if we don't get there. We did not hit one in the first 2, so here's 2 more chances today. Nick, you had Fedorov and Schwartz, Daryl, Bedard, Mangiapane, Kovalev, and Kachuk. Daryl had Mangiapane and William Eklund up for trade. Who was the trade that you got offered, Daryl, up above? It was Sam Still for Mangiapane. Dylan offered you. Sam Still for Mangiapane, if you want to do that. Jonathan R., you had Joseph and Sam Bennett, Forsberg, and traded for Jarvis. Daryl, you had Solani, Eklund, Howe, and Eriksson Ek. Eklund's up as well. Brian, Jarvis, Canada, Svechnikov, Hayduke, Wolf, Ottinger, and Sorokin. Larry V., you had Belfour and Scheifele, Dylan, Quick, and Still. Brian W., Merzlikins, and Vasilevsky. Jason T. had Matthews and traded for Rust. And Carlos, you had Ekholm and Tim Stutzel. Yeah, I do that. Dylan, you still go with that? I'm assuming Still for Mangiapane. You offered it, so I would assume we're good. And we still got guesses coming in. Yeah, next up will be the minis, so we'll close the guesses down. We'll close the poll down. If you haven't voted yet in the poll, pick which position you think will have the most items that come out tonight of all the football things. If you get it right as a group, I'll random all the names that joined today 7 times. Top name can pick either Joe Green, Garrison Hurst minis, or Jack Hughes puck or photo. Works for me. Good luck. Okay, perfect. And then the other one is guessing who's in the gold bag. It is an all decades player from the 2010s, or a player that won on the 2010 all decade team. I worded that deceptively. Okay, let's do our two boxes: 16, 24, 30, 35, 48, 51. Yep. Top two roll here. Trade confirmed, you two. Thank you. There's 1, 2. It's the top two after the seventh roll. 5, 6, and 7. 16 and 48 stayed on top for the sixth and the seventh roll again. Almost spot top and bottom, but top and second to last. 1648. Stop sharing. Got my list up. Mini helmets coming up next. I'm going to delete 16 and 48. Down to 4. I just, right before I went live, I saw that East Coast messaged me saying, when do we need the next series by? So I need to message him tonight, but I know I'm not the only one that buys, but he keeps tabs on where I'm at so that he can try to get a series ready. Okay, good luck all. 1648. I need one pitcher out of these 8. I mean, there's only 3 pitchered left, so we need to hit one of those 3. I didn't really think that through for me to not give something away. If we don't, I'll give something away. Look out, Ellie. Good luck all. Jersey number 1. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't think this one's pitchered, but I think it has been pitchered in the past, or at least one of these. I don't remember if it was him or someone else. Go. Does that say Go Kings on there? Which is kind of cool on a Canada jersey. That is Jarvis, the Canada Jarvis on the Bauer. That's a cool one. But not only is it a Canada jersey, he wrote Go Canes on it, which is kind of cool. Showing a little Carolina love on the Canada jersey. That one's been claimed all series long by Brian. Brian, nice hit, man. Now I'm just forgetting if he's pitchered this series or if that was the last series. I knew it wasn't Bennett due to the number. Right name, wrong jersey. I know. Yeah, that's true. There's 2 Jarvis in this one. Hold on, I'm looking at. I'm 100% sure that it was last series. Okay, so the bounty still exists for me to give away a jersey. This is a great hit, Brian. Nice, congrats. It's nice to hit when you've been chasing. These ones are made out of a little bit different material. Such a nice jersey, though. Canada Bauer, as I'm knocking the box off. Seth Jarvis. He had all his buddies at the Olympics watching him play. Pretty popular. That's a fun one. Love the design on the maple leaf there, too. Different colors. Kind of reminds me of Volcom. Bauer, no fight strap in these, I don't think. Nope. Very nice. Bauer Authentic going to Brian. Nice hit, Brian. Going back to back. Ellie and Jarvis. Hey, I got a claim. I said, let's get 2 claim hits. There's 1 claim hit. Last 2 boxes, we got 0 claim hits. Give me another claim. Give me another claim. Good luck, all. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This is another one that has been pictured in the past, but it's not now. That's a headliner name too. Both those are headliner names. They're just not on the headliner picture this series. That is a great hit. This one's changed hands a few times this series. Frozen Pond, Teemu Selanne. I'm trying to think. Is this CCM or is this Mitchell and Ness? I don't know why I wasn't looking on a thing. Selanne, I think, was claimed by Daryl today. It was. Daryl, congrats. Is this Mitchell and Ness? Kind of feels like. No, it's the Adidas Team Classic. I guess I could just look at the list, but it's going off of Phil. I've got the same jersey in my PC, the Adidas Team Classic Selanne. Teemu, top 3 favorite player for me to collect. He's in the top 3 for me. 1993 Anaheim Ducks Adidas Classic. Great hit, Daryl. Congrats, man. Mitchell and Ness does have jerseys. Or this is a Mitchell Ness. This is Adidas Team Classic. Sorry. Some of the Mitchell and Nesses do have 5 straps. Some don't if they're a pro, but this is not either. This is Adidas Team Classic. Frozen Pond, Teemu. Great hit, Daryl. Man, I love both those jerseys. Both should be and could be headliners, but they're not. So you're still alive in the freebie giveaway. Sorry to those that did not hit. Congrats to those that did. Those are both awesome jerseys. Seth Jarvis, Bauer, Canada jersey. Teemu Selanne, Adidas Team Classic. Those are awesome. Congrats, you two, Jarvis and Selanne. Okay, last chance to guess, guys, for football stuff. Up here. I'll read these off in just a second. Last chance to guess a player that made the All-Decade 2010 team. If you get it right, you get $11 credit to use tonight. And then poll. We'll close the poll, although you guys are heavy running back. I don't think that's going to change. So good for you guys. We're down to 6 left, so I'm just going to take these out. I thought we had 8 left. Wow, so we're going to be done with these in no time. We're going to start our sensational footballs tomorrow for Wednesday. I'm excited about those footballs. There's some cool headliners. I'm going to check this. We're down to just today and 2 more weeks of the minis before they're gone. I can get more, but I don't know if I will yet. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to close the poll because it's, if not, I might forget. It's pretty high up there for running back. Running back. And then last chance to guess an All-Decade 2010 player in the gold bag. Mark, what's up, man? Were you here? I don't want to, like, how do I say this without overly getting your hopes up? One of you guys can type it the right way. Mark, did you see the dollar break results yet? We did a first and a last place winner. You won the last place. If I sit there and say, have you seen it? You're going to think, did I win the dollar break? You didn't win it, but you won a free spot because you got the last place spot. So you didn't go home empty-handed. So, Mark, what I did was last place gets a free spot in either the Radke Live Fill or the jerseys, which you join most nights. So if you want to grab a jersey spot for free, you can, because you got that second prize from that. Okay, in the minis, I'll leave it open for the guesses until I'm reading these, then we'll close that, open the bag, that kind of stuff. Chad, you had Caleb Williams, Brett Favre, Alshon Jeffrey, Kyle Pitts, Nick Bosa, Steve, Mahomes, Tomlinson, Kamara, Pearson, and Neighbors. Brad W. You had Staubach, Perry, Beckham, Adrian Peterson, Bryce Young, Larry K, Flutie, McCoy, Zay Flowers, James Cook, Deion Sanders. Healy, you had Nameless, Shell, Hill, JT, Jonathan Taylor, AJ Hawk, Burrow, Warren Moon, Des Bryant, Emmett Smith, and Dave Robinson. Chris D, you had Herbert, Javon Curse, Quinn Ewers, Justin Fields, and Aaron Donald. Mike Z, you had Jason Kelsey, Tony Dorsett, Dan Hampton, Kyler Murray, Jason Witten. Gila, you had Manning. So free spot in the jersey break. I wish it was a free jersey choice. Let it be giving away 2 prizes, but a little discount or a free spot is not bad. Larry K, where was I? Gila. Yeah, making sure you didn't mishear me because that could happen too. Gila, Manning, Campbell, Harrison, Suggs, Fannin, Lawrence, Justin Jefferson, John Gruden, Chubba Hubbard, and Jaden Daniels. Yeah, you ended up getting back more than what you claimed in there, so that's a win. Larry K, Ward, Tua, Pennington, Bettis, and Jalen Noel. Healy had Bo Jackson, AJ Green, Mike Sainristil, Mike Penix, and Jamar Chase. Mike Z, these were last in the mini spots. Barkley, Falk, McLaurin, Blyer, and Hayward. Jonathan R, you had Marino, Gates, Urlacher, Gore, and Sproles. Brian W, Breeze, Garrett, JJ McCarthy, Bradshaw, Genty. Scott, you had Josh Allen, Jordan Addison, Aiden Hutchinson, Kurt Warner, Mel Renfro, Mike Z, Bijan Robinson, Edrin James, Lawrence Taylor, Jack Ham, Andre Reed. Obi, you had Elway, Baker, Chad Johnson, Love, and Olave. Solos were claimed by Mike for Barry Sanders, Chad for Travion Henderson, and Steve A, you had Joe Theismann. Let's roll some dice here, figure out what boxes, then I'll unveil the gold bag. We've got boxes 2, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. 2, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. I got to roll my 20-sided one. This might take me a little bit. Where are you? Under the Bart Star card. Okay. It's above 12. We'll have to re-roll. Nope. Starting with exactly 12. Bingo, bango. 12. We need one more. 2, 7, 8, 9, or 11. Holy moly, I did it twice in a row. That's great. 11. Back-to-back rolls. 11 and 12 it is. Let me put these away. Put the jerseys, guys. I'll leave the jerseys out, but I'll get the Funkos away. We'll do more jerseys on Wednesday. Okay. Gold bag time. Almost forgot. Running back's what you guys are going for. Here's an all-decade team. Let's see if anyone got it right, which I know some people did. Including, I believe, the very first guess, which has happened a bunch in the past. I don't know what it is. We got an STS 4.0. I love this helmet. Aaron Donald on the 4.0. I think there was at least 3 of you guys getting 11 credit. Jonathan, you started off with the right guess. And then I saw a few more, I thought. Nick got it too. Hold on. Jonathan R. Nick F. Pretty sure there was one more. Maybe it was just the 2 of you? I just heard my door open. My kids are coming to ask me for something.
Dad.
Oh.
Lincoln can't play.
Okay. So now you're going to hang out upstairs, right?
But can I play on my iPad because he might come knock on our door so can I play just while I'm waiting?
Where's Afton?
Upstairs.
Sure.
Hey.
No YouTube. Play like a game where you like.
I can't watch like soccer stuff on it.
You can watch soccer stuff, I guess, but if that turns into like Aliens or something, you're only 2 clicks away from Aliens, which causes nightmares. Nick, Aaron, Donald. Maybe it was just the 2 of you. I thought there was more that had Donald. AP was close. Larry, you had a shot there. Okay, So I got Jonathan R. and Nick with 11 credit. I swear there was 3, but maybe just 2. If I'm missing someone, call me out, please. Okay, you guys are going running back on the positions. Nick and John got some credit. We're ready to roll with the minis. Next up will be Racky, then Big Al's. We are still 5 teams away, unless I missed one. I guess there was a few Aaron Rodgers. Maybe that's why I thought Aaron Donald had more than just 2. You were so close, Larry. Finkel and Einhorn. So 5 left there. We're a couple breaks away from that one. Okay, let's see what's going on with some minis today. Give us a headliner type name. Come on, we can do it. Give me a chrome or a flat or a rave or a retro mini. Or give me a throwback. This one, I think maybe we hit this name last checklist, and it's one of those ones that gets thrown in there, you know, because they have them. I don't mind it, especially on a throwback. 3, 2, 1. I really liked him in that quarterback show when they played in high school. He just never turned into much in the NFL, unfortunately. I blame the Bears. That is Justin Fields on a Jets throwback. That's where he's at now, I think. I don't think he's moved from there, right? Justin Fields starting with a quarterback, if you can call him that. I forget what high school he played at. I followed a few of those guys. Some of them didn't make it to the NFL. Some of them did. Jake Fromm was one of them. Him. There's a few other guys. The guy that played for Bosco, whatever. Who had Justin Fields as a random? Let me find him. There's Justin Jefferson. Justin Fields. Right there on the Herbert claim going to Chris D. Hey, at least it's Jets going to you. At the very least, if you don't like it, you wipe it. It's Jets item. Chris D. Justin Fields on the throwback mini. I want to say that's 3 or 4 weeks in a row hitting Christy. Way to go. Congrats. We'll stack our items over there. Oh boy, bad cut. Another bad cut. Just not following the groove. Okay, helmet number 2. Ooh, I like this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a slate. It's the blank side slate with gold, so it's one of 2 teams. I don't know if there's a team sticker on the back. There's not, so we'll just wait till we see it. Back is certified. No front bumper either that tells us 3, 2, 1. That logo will tell us. And I love this helmet. Very nice. White paint pen on the Steelers slate. That is James Harrison. Love his story. He was a beast, too. That's a guy I need on a full size that I don't have in my collection. James Harrison. Also not claimed. Let me find where he is. But that's a great hit, whoever had him. You guys can obviously switch when you get it if you want. I like having this on the other side so it doesn't block the signature. That's an other and a quarterback. Well, at least it's one of each and not a 2-point hole. There it is. That is on the Manning claim. Earl Campbell, James Harrison, Terrell Suggs, Harold Finn, and Gila. I want to say Gila too. I think Gila and Chris have each won the last 3 weeks. Someone's got to knock them off the throne. Jeez. Or just, congrats you too. That's great. Gila, precious mini there for you. James Harrison slate on the Steelers. I love that helmet. Nice hit there for Chris too on a Jets throwback. Justin Fields. Congrats, you two. Sorry to the rest. Join the minis if you did not win. All right, let's keep it rolling, guys. We're moving through here. We are on to Radke. Next up after Radke's Big Owls, we're still sitting on just 5 empty spots. Washington, Chargers, Raiders, Jaguars, Falcons. Those are $43 spots. What's a 4-boxer? We're back to doing 4 like we do at the start of the series. We slowly taper off into 3 boxes later on in the series. And then we'll do some my fills tonight, starting with Big Owls, then Radke. And then some licensed jerseys. The new additions, we had 4 new ones come in since we gave away an extra one on Saturday. Helmet or jersey number 700. The new additions, I think I had one from each sport. Antonio Gates was on there, Chargers Nike. Hockey, we added Devon Taves on the Avalanche reverse retro. I love that reverse retro for the Avalanche. Basketball, we added SGA again. Glad to have him back. Nice classic Thunder Nike. And then baseball, we added Fernando Tatis Jr. It's been a while since we've had him in there. So 4 great names. Taves, Tatis, SGA, and Gates. Okay. Larry, you want Vegas? You got it. Down to 4 left. But let's do our Radke first. Reminder, this is also the college guess game, so you can guess college now. I don't think I saw names. I think the names that I've written down were ones that got the credit, not the guess. Actually, Thomas, I don't think, has been back to guess since he got Notre Dame right. So I think it's just Thomas. If someone got it right last week, please let me know so I don't screw that up. I never want to cheat anyone out of that. I want someone to get it right. I think it's a fun guessing game. So if you're here and you want to guess a college team that you think the box we're about to open up, the player was drafted from, you got a chance to move on to the next week to get either $50 credit or a free helmet if you make it 3 weeks. Thomas got Notre Dame right and hasn't guessed since. So if you're here, Thomas, I kept your spot for you. You got a shot to go to 2. If not, we'll hold it there for a couple more weeks and then it'll just dissolve, I guess. But I think I saw Thomas on Saturday hanging around. In the Radke box, we've got Greg with Denver and the Chargers, Steve with the Rams, Dustin with the Jets, Greg, Green Bay, Tennessee, Jonathan R., Chicago, Arizona, Minnesota, and Carolina. Joseph in the middle, you had Pittsburgh, Houston, Tim, Dallas, and San Francisco. Scott bought your randoms, that's Detroit and New Orleans. Joseph K., Giants in New England as well. Bill S., Cincy, Cleveland, Miami, and Baltimore. David L., Washington, Tampa. Nathan, Buffalo, Atlanta. David L., Philly, Vegas, Kansas City, Seattle. And Brad, you had Indy and Jacksonville. So if you'd like to guess a college team, this is the time. It's a free guessing game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guesses, 25 people watching. Don't be shy. Maybe 15 of those are bots. I don't know. Let's get our box number here. I'll guess my team too. We're down to 2 boxes. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Switch to this box. Box 7. So we'll leave 6 for our live fill, and then hopefully, I did not check tracking. I hope it's here by Wednesday. If not, we'll replace Radke with something else. But I think it's supposed to be here tomorrow, Wednesday. Notre Dame Irish for Carlos. Gotcha. All it takes is 2 guesses in a row right. I know it's hard even getting just 1 guess. I believe in you. That leaves us with 6 for later. Who am I going to guess? I am going to guess. I'm going to guess Purdue, like I do once every 2 months. Purdue. There's 2 or 3 guys. Jason's Pitt claim. Whoever claim Pitt made me think of that because Pittsburgh's got like 3 or 4 that are good choices too. Okay, 7. This has got a Swiss cheese wrapping. It's just little goggles, but it's sealed. There's the back side, and that hole right there. Okay. Good luck on the guesses. Good luck on the helmet. Remember, this guess game does not mean you win the helmet. It's just a side game. Winning the helmet requires you to buy a paid spot in the break. Ooh. I see it. I see the style. I see the hit. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got a camo helmet, which I love. I keep telling you guys, camos and amps are getting hard. Amps may be a little harder than camos, but I think it probably depends on the team. There's a screw loose there. Denver Broncos camo. I believe that was the very first spot taken today. And it was. Greg hitting the Broncos. I'll fix the helmet here in a second, Greg. There it is, hanging out on the left side. Let's see what you got, though. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jason's correct. That is Nix, and that is Oregon. He also played. Did he play at Auburn? Auburn and Oregon? If no one guessed Oregon, I will let it ride to the next one, even though I consider Oregon pretty dang big for college football. There's Michigan, University, Pitt, Nix, Oregon. Thanks. Congrats. I'm going to let it ride to the next one. So you can keep your guesses. That was a great hit. Bo Nix, Denver Broncos camo. Greg, congrats, man. That's sweet. Let me fix it for you real quick. I know one of you is out there saying, son of a biscuit. Oh, man, where'd it go? Okay, you don't want to stay in there, huh? There we go. Got it. I knew we were getting a quarterback based on the odds. How many we pulled. That's great. Bo Nix, congrats. Fantastic hit, but it's not a running back either. That is a quarterback. Running back going to make a little bit of a push here. Okay. Congrats, Greg. Sorry to everyone else to join on that one. We'll do one more live fill tonight for Radkeys. We've got one more box left, and we'll start a brand new double case. And I think, like I said, we're going to have some new chasers, new headliners. Teams that are left, I'll bring it back down, even though it's just a few above. We had Vegas claimed, so everyone else is still there. Atlanta, Jacksonville, Chargers, Washington are our open teams. I'll read these off and grab boxes in a second when we get closer, and we'll go from there. Bill, you've got the Arizona, New York Jets combo spot. Dave, you've got Baltimore, Matt, Buffalo, Greg, Carolina, Tennessee, Nick, Chicago, Zach, Cincy, Tim, Cleveland, Bill S., Dallas, Dustin, Denver, Greg, Detroit, Jason T., Green Bay, AJ, Houston, Brian W., Indy, Brad, Kansas City, Larry, you've got Las Vegas, Jonathan R., the Rams, Carlos, Miami, Kyle, Minnesota, Bill S., New England, Brian, New Orleans, Greg, the Giants, Carlos, Philadelphia, Tim, Pittsburgh, Bill S., San Francisco, Healy, you've got Seattle, Dustin, you've got Tampa Bay, and then Washington going to Dave. Thanks, Dave. Got Dave there. So just 3 spots left here. I'll roll the bingos in just a second here. Reminder, Jonathan R. Nick, after you guys got credit to use, both of you are already in stuff, so you can apply to that. I don't feel like I do a good enough job reminding people when they get some credits. So, no, Kyle, it bugged me that whole night. I don't know if it was like Disney, Universal related, if it was sports related. I just remember thinking I got to ask Kyle, and then I went through all my little categories of what I would possibly ask you, and I couldn't remember. I say stuff drives me nuts. That one literally drove me nuts that night. Till I went to bed. You like try to focus on something else and then come back to it. Maybe I just wanted to ask how your day was, Kyle. Maybe if I just convinced myself it was that, I'll feel better. Chargers, Jacksonville, Atlanta are our last 3 left. I'm going to roll bingo balls. I'll grab them. No, you're good. I think I gave up at that point. If I couldn't remember by the end of the night, and now when you said it, that's my best shot, is like another jolt to the brain. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Usually if I focus on something else and then go back to it, it's there. I used to walk around with this huge planner. People make fun of me, but I'd write down stuff for Big Al's, and I write down stuff for my job. That I'm very task oriented at my job, where I got to get a bunch of stuff done, and financials and documents and fixing stuff and payroll and raises. So I'd write down all these things and I cross them out when they're done, because if I didn't do that, I'd forget to do like 2 or 3 things. And I stopped carrying that around. I didn't do it again. It was a big old notebook with calendar on it. It was great. All right. 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm yelling. Okay, first one. I gotta show here, not the screen. I was about to go like this and show the screen. 148. Come on, pen. 48. Next up, 160. Next up, 34. 34. And last is 162. 162. I'm going to grab those guys, but we are still 3 away. Let's discount. Feels like I can't think of the word, but crazy to discount the Chargers. Chargers are always one of the ones I claim. So these last 3 down to 39. So $4 off each. I'll type it just in case people aren't listening to my rambling voice. Okay, I've got Kyle with the Chargers. And don't take it just because I said that. Man, I know we're all different. Whenever I used to get mad at my son or my daughter for not eating what they're supposed to eat, which they're still horrible at, their comeback every time was, people like different things. So now it's like, I like the Chargers. People like different things. You might not like the Chargers. It's like, of course they do. I know. You want dessert or candy. You don't want the good stuff that you're supposed to eat. People like different things. Atlanta, Jacksonville, last 2 at 39 apiece. I'm going to grab those boxes, guys. 148, 160, 34, or 39, depending on my handwriting. I think it was 34. 34 and 162. Give me a moment. 2 teams left. We will do a live fill as well, probably a 2-boxer. All right, I've got Day with Atlanta. Dustin just behind. Just Jacksonville left, guys. Final one. 148, 160, 34, 162. All right. Good. Good. Last team, Jacksonville. And then we will do a 2-boxer next. Pick one random one. Iraqi after that, our final one. I'm hoping for another quarterback. I guess it could maybe be someone else. And then licensed jerseys. Close this. I'm up to date. 2 quarterbacks, 1 other. I need the running backs to start hitting soon. Little Imagine Dragons. All right. That works. Dave taking Jags. Thanks, Dave. Good luck to you. So 39 on those ones. Next up will be a 2-box, guys. I'm going to copy it now. We'll do some rag key and some licensed jerseys and call it a day. Hopefully we can do a freebie if the running backs can catch up. Tomorrow we'll do football and juiced ball. So 2 balls, 1 football, 1 baseball. Don't look, Dustin. You had a feeling. Just imagine the guy you hate the most, and it's that guy, maybe. I said you had a feeling. 34, Series 40. Oh, boy. Greg. No, the player. Greg did get you on this one. He beat you out on the Broncos spot. 9 points. Mama. Someone's getting 9 points. I think maybe we already have someone above 9 combined, but we haven't had anyone hit the 9-pointer. Yeah, you had a feeling Denver was coming. I see some color ink there, but it's probably not even the right box. Oh, I just bought this one in the middle of last series. It's a great helmet, and it's got 9 points. Box 34 must be a Thurman. Yeah, we had I can always count on 1 or 2 of you to remind me when we hit the player numbers because I'm never thinking of it. We had one probably last series. We had a player number. Maybe middle to end of last series. Okay, 3, 2, 1. This one's cool. Whenever I buy like different helmets that are cool, I'm always anxious for them to come out, and then they end up lasting like 6 series before they come out. Not really 4, 5, 3, 2. You know. I think this one was out of this series, so I didn't have to wait. Super Bowl helmet. This is an ice Super Bowl replica. HTX. It is PSA DNA. I wonder if this was signed at the Super Bowl, and that's why it's PSA DNA. PSA in the presence. And I know who it is. 3, 2, 1. And it's from a Super Bowl team. I'm trying to think what Super Bowl that is, though. Who was in Super Bowl LI? Yep, it was this team. Cool. Sometimes they'll sign one that's not really their team. That is Julian Edelman. Looks like maybe a little bit of a quicker signature, but that's Jules PSA DNA on the Super Bowl ice helmet. Going to the New England Patriots spot. That was the fateful Super Bowl, right, that Matt Ryan gave up the lead? 2017. New England was Bill S. And you're getting 9 points, Bill. I think you were the one that I was thinking that had, oh no, I guess the two you had were 4 and 3, so 7. So I think you were tied for the lead. But now he jumped up a little bit there with a 9-pointer. Nice hit, Bill. I love that helmet. Bill S. Julian Edelman. Actually won that one in a Raz. I was trying to win a 4th series, which I don't do very often. Congrats. Nice hit. Sorry, I was updating the Wonka points. Julian Edelman Super Bowl ice helmet. And 9 points. That's a nice combo. Okay, 148. Series 40. 0 Wonka. Not very easy to get ice these days. I think this, for some reason, the Super Bowl stuff, you would think it'd be a lot more expensive, but sometimes you can find them for a little bit less. Ooh, I saw a label and it matches the player and the team. This is the original box. Nice. I like that. Saw the sticker, sorry. I'm not giving it away till I bring it down. 3, 2, 1. We've got an Eclipse. For most likely this year's Super Bowl winner, right? I mean, they've got to be the favorite. Has anyone looked at Vegas odds to open up the season? Are the Rams the favorite or the Seahawks the favorite? I mean, Rams have got to be a top 3 favorite, right? A little bit darker of an Eclipse. I love this one. Back at certified. I already saw the player, so it ruined it for me. I'm going to leave that in there because it's got some of the earpiece on it. Who had Rams? First off. Rams. Jonathan R. With the Rams. 3, 2, 1. One of my favorite signatures out there. I always say I like Kurt Warner's too. Warner's is great. This is Eric Dickerson. Hall of Fame 99 Eclipse. Eric Dickerson. There's a running back. You got a receiver and running back so far. I'll update it here in a second. Great hit. ED. Back at certified. Going to Jonathan. I keep claiming the Rams and Brads. I'm hoping that he's got Dickerson. I don't know. I want to hit Warner. I want to hit Dickerson. A lot of Rams I like too. Congrats, Jonathan K. 160. Series 40. Oh look, Broncos. Yeah, you don't see a Broncos. What do you mean? How do I block it? Right there, you can't see it. Halfway through last team standing. Are those both new teams? Rams and New England? This is a 7-pointer, by the way. It feels like we're flying through this series if we're halfway. It feels like we just barely started this series. Man, spreading the wealth early. No repeats at all yet? I don't know why I don't believe that. As I go to check here. Holy moly. I see a bunch of single pings on my little list of teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Are you serious? 16 for 16? Well, now you know what you did. Holy moly. I wonder what our record is for starting off a series on different teams. That's kind of wild. 160. Series 40, and this is 7 points. Getting 9, now we're getting 7. This has a name on top that it could very well be too. And it's the right team. So I'm betting it's him, and I know I have him on that style. No. That's wild. Tell me this is a double up, so it stops freaking me out. Maybe it's not, though. 3, 2, 1. Double up today. We hit Steelers in the mini earlier. We got a flash for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a new team, too? We're going to break our record. The record is unofficially 59 because I don't know what it is, but I know it was in the 50s, so I just keep saying 59. We're going to literally break our record. Pittsburgh Steelers flash. Going to who? Tim. Tim K with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Blair, you think so because of Schwartz? Is it Schwartz? It is Schwartz. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not Blair, although I'd welcome a Rocky Blair right now. It's been a little bit. Last one we had was like a military style one. Mean Joe Green, Hall of Fame 87. I love Joe Green stuff. I think we used this one in the past for winner's choices or the roulette, and it never got hit or picked. So here she is. Joe Green, Mean Joe Green, Schwartz certified. Steelers hitting there, and you're telling me that's another new team. And that's 7 points, too. Tim. That just puts you in a tie for second place, Tim. I want a slate Blair. That's probably the one I'm thinking of. Not military. Did it have any inscriptions on it? I don't think I have a Blair right now. We used to see him all the time from on the Gold Rush minis and stuff. Joe Green with 7 points going to Timothy. I don't know if your full name's Timothy. 4-time Super Bowl champs. I remember that helmet, and I really like that helmet. Rocky Blair slate. That's a pretty one. Okay. Congrats to Tim. Next one up. You like the flash? I don't mind that one at all. It's bright yellow, but I think the black makes it look nice. The black accents on it. I think if you're talking about a slate, I think all the slates look nice. 162, Series 40. No one. So we had a 9 and a 7. Is this going to be team number 18? Is that what you're telling me? Slates are dull. You think so? I like them. I think they're, what's the word I'm looking for? They're sleek. See a name on top. I don't think we've hit that name yet this series. But that's the wrong team. Oh, yeah. So, like most of the Raves? I love the Raves. Or you're saying the Raves look dull. 3, 2, 1. See what happens. You talk about a slate, and that's what comes out. Eagles slate. 0 points. I think the slates look nice, especially if you pair them up with another slate. It looks sleek to me. Who had Philly? First repeat? Oh, hallelujah. Not number 18. Although now I kind of want to beat the record. Let's shatter it. Let's get it in like 40 helmets. Philly is Carlos. Carlos, we're talking about slates, and what comes up next is a slate. And for those that are sitting there thinking, why are we talking about double ups? Not 190 plus helmets. Every team has 6 helmets in there. We just have happened to hit a bunch of different teams so far. But here's a double up, huh? Racky certified going to Carlos. We've had this helmet before. 3, 2, 1. And it's a name that we hardly ever see. I don't know if you guys have seen him pulled many other places. It's probably the second or third time we pulled him. Fletcher Cox. I think that's a sweet one. Fletcher Cox. He's a frequent Pro Bowler, isn't he? Retired now, right? But Racky certified. Great hit. Going to Carlos. Carlos, congrats. So we had Julian Edelman on. We're going to do a 2-boxer next, by the way, guys. Julian Edelman, Ice, Super Bowl Ice, going to the Patriots. Eric Dickerson, Eclipse for the Rams. Joe Green, Flash for the Steelers. Fletcher Cox, Slate for the Eagles. Let's try a 2-boxer from Big Al Series. Oh, man. At some point, we'll try to do a 3-box, pick your team, but it hasn't really felt like the right time on these live fills. So I haven't. Okay, we've got Greg with the Giants. Make sure to refresh your screen, guys, so you see what I see. Otherwise, you may see a different order. Zach, San Francisco. Sam Francie for Kevin. Chicago with a random for sale for Nick, and I saw underneath that John's buying a random, so I'm just going to do it now. I think you were the first one to buy one, as far as I can see. For Chicago, Dave just behind on Chicago. Bill, New England. That's number 5. Number 6, San Francisco's gone, Jason. Sorry, Cincy is also gone, Kyle. Sorry. Kansas City is number 6 for Greg. Dallas is number 7 for AJ. Tampa Bay is number 9 for Dustin, if I can type. Tampa Bay. Chicago is gone. Detroit is number 10. Hover over. Is it Greg? It's Greg. Minnesota is number 11 for Carlos. There's the random buy. 12 is Green Bay for Bill. 13 is Denver with a random for Dustin. I've seen nothing. Next to nothing from skill player rookies. Like signatures, you mean? This is the first one up now. Indy, 14, Brian. Washington, 15, Brad, gotcha. 16 is Buffalo. Oh, no, did I miss? No, I got Indy. 14, Washington, Buffalo. This number 16 for Jason. Are you talking about signatures, Jonathan? That would be the Fanatics effect. You'll see them, but they'll be slower than normal. It's kind of, I mean, we're still waiting on some guys. Yep. Yep, we'll have to wait on a few. There's a few that have come out. We've seen a few that are trickling out, like the ones we've seen from Racky, but like big name ones are taking a while to sign. And that's kind of what happened last year and the year before too. They'll come, but just not as fast as they used to. Okay, we've got one random up from Dustin. Trade Eagle Slate for Joe Green if interested. That would be Tim. I don't know if Tim is live tonight. Carlos, I'll message him if not, and then I'll message you. He may or may not do that. I don't know. I know him and his son collect together, and they kind of run it past each other. But I'll message him if he's not here. A lot of times he watches the replay. So, right, Tim was Joe Green. You were Fletcher Cox. No, I think that's a fair trade offer for both sides. So. Worth a shot if you're really interested in the Mean Joe Green. Dustin's got a random up for 20 guys. Last call there, and then we'll get some randoms going. I'll give it a second just because, whoops, I think I underbooked it. So we're still a spot away too. What number did I skip? 4, 5, 6, 7. I skipped 8. Dallas to Tampa Bay. Was that the right? And then Detroit, and then Minnesota, and then Green Bay, and then Denver, and then Indy, and then Washington. Yeah, Harrison Jr. just doesn't sign. That's like a him thing. Cam Ward, too, is very hard. Mendoza is starting to roll around. So I've seen some Mendozas. People want $1 billion for it, but there's still one more claim, guys. I skipped number 8. As you can see there, my genius at work. So I'll label it number 17 so the order stays the same. But one random, one main left. That is my fault. Since he is taken to Dave, here's the teams here. I know it's hard on a phone. These teams here are the available ones. So one main left, one random left since he's gone. Tampa's gone too, unfortunately. Why does the text look like it looks like a different font when I zoom in? Not a fan of that. One random, one main left. Ravens are there, Dave. Yep. You want Baltimore? Okay, so one random still available, and that'll close us. Dustin's got one for 20. Woohoo! Yeah. Gotcha, Dave. Okay. I'm going to get out of this Zoom because it's freaking out my brain. Last call, 30 seconds on Dustin's $20 random thing that wants in for half price. You get one team, 2 boxes. Next up will be our final Radke solo box, and then we'll do some licensed jerseys. And that's what we'll do tonight. Okay, I'm going to roll. Sorry, I need to stop whistling. Sounds horrible when you can't hear what I'm listening to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Vegas on top, Chargers on bottom. Okay, I've got Greg with the Giants in Vegas, Zach with San Francisco, Atlanta, Kevin, Cincy, Cleveland, Nick, you've got Chicago, Jonathan, Tennessee as a random, Bill S, New England and Seattle, Greg, Kansas City, Miami, AJ, Dallas and the Rams, Dustin, Tampa, Carolina, Greg, Detroit, Arizona, Carlos, Minnesota, Jacksonville, Bill S, Green Bay, New Orleans, Dustin, Denver, Houston. Let me know if Houston's up, Dustin. Brian, Indy and Philly, Brad, Washington, Pittsburgh, Jason T, Buffalo and the Jets, David L, Baltimore and the Chargers. Oh gosh, you got your Jets as a random. Not even your Jets. You don't even like the Jets, right? Let me know, Dustin. Just Joe. Yeah. Well, everyone should love getting a Joe. Let me know, Dustin, if Houston's up. If not, I'm gonna roll the bingo balls and get rolling here. Okay, I'm gonna roll them. Oh, did he? Oh, you did say random. I totally missed that. You guys let me know. There's no way for me to see like a timestamp from when I guess there is. 7:31 is when the random was claimed. This is UTC time, but it's 31 and 52. So I'm assuming he got it in time. It's the same minute. I just don't know if it was late 31 or early 31. Dave, I'm going to give you the random because I think you claimed while I was running these, and it probably delayed by the time you sent it to. So I bet you claimed before. I just missed it. Oh, that's my fault. Thank you, Obi. Jeez, you always have to. Why am I making so many mistakes? Thank you for helping me there, Dave. You did claim it looks like it was just before the randoms were run or as they were being done there at the very end. So, did I read these off now too? I don't remember if I read the teams. I think I did. And that's why I got this up here. Okay, 2 bingo balls. 1, 2. Thank you guys. Yep, I'm off my rocker tonight. 68. It's a lot to multitask, but I should have saw that random. That was my fault. 68 and 75. Oh boy. Okay, next up after this, guys, will be Radke and then some licensed jerseys. Final 2. We'll do this 2-box first, and then we'll call it a night. I'll leave that up just in case you guys are talking trade, sell, buy, whatever. You did. Okay, no other chatter, so I think we're good. That's up. 68.75, 68.75. Okay, Racky up next, guys. Our final one from this 2-box case. I think this has been a pretty good case. We will do another double case, start another one on Wednesday, hopefully. Should get here in time. I'll let you know if it doesn't. Okay, first up, 68. Series 40. Zero Wonka. I also have not updated the... I had it through 3. 1, 2, 3. We hit a wide receiver. We hit a running back. And then we hit 2 others. So 3, 2, 1, 1. We wanted the ones. Come on, right here. Give me a running back. Give me a running back. You can do it. Oh man, staring right up at me. I forgot about this helmet. This was in at least last series. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. When I say that I look for stuff that you don't see elsewhere, I have fun trying to find stuff. This would be a good example of one. Mama. That might be a first too. An ice and a blaze on the same day might be a first for us. I'd have to go back and look through the helmets. Bill knows his blazes now. You're collecting the blazes and the flashes. That is a blaze finish. It looks very close to a flash. If I have one here, I like doing the teaching time. I don't think I have one out here though. Oh yes, I do. I do have one. See how close they are? But one's shiny and one's matte. And the face masks give it away with the anodized finish. Nice blaze. Tampa. Who had Tampa? I think I know. Dustin claimed Tampa. We'll show and tell there. Put that back. Dustin hitting the Bucks blaze, and it's a player you would probably never think of. You got a Sat blaze. I do too. I've got a few Bucks blaze. It's one of the teams I have a couple of. I just love them. JC certified. I know we have the Sap blaze here somewhere too that we've used for other games and stuff. This is not Sap. Who knows who that is? Not Martin. It is starts with a D. This is not the team you'd think of when you think of this player, but I remember him playing there, and I think this is an awesome helmet. Someone must have had this done at the signing. That is wide receiver Deshaun Jackson. D-Jax on the Bucks blaze. I think that's a cool helmet. We're going another receiver, and that's going to Dustin. Dustin, nice hit, man. D-Jax blaze, true blaze. And that's a wide receiver. I said Zero Wonka, though, right? I did. I said Dustin. Saw that, and I thought, I have to have that. That's a fun one. May not ever see another Deshaun Jackson blaze, even on Eagles. 75 up next. Series 40. Zero Wonka on this, too. Of course, nice hit, man. Hey, are we doing it? I think we're completing the style roulette or the style whatever. 3, Well, we're going classic here. Chiefs. Are those both new teams too? I think we've hit Tampa. No. We hit Chief. We hit a Lunar. We hit Warren Moon. Okay, well now we're starting to hit some duplicates. I don't know if we've hit Bucks though. Tampa Bay was first. Okay, so no, I'm making Tampa Bay up in my head. I remember the Kansas City now. Kansas City. Second Chief. Who had KC? They were claimed spot 6. Greg. Greg with the Classic Speed Chiefs. This is Becca certified. And it is 3, 2, 1. Oh, cool. I bought this from one of you guys. Not a name we see too often. So that was a receiver, and now we got another, number 52. Or no, 56. That's not a 2. That is Derek Johnson. I always get Derek Johnson and Derek Thomas confused. If you find a Derek Thomas signature, you found something real nice. This is Derek Johnson. Beautiful. He was a fantastic linebacker, too. Nice hit, Greg. Congrats. I said 0 Wonka, right? I did. Let's do a recap. We had, maybe never again, Deshaun Jackson on a Blades. I do have another Deshaun Jackson here, just not them. Derek Johnson Classic. Let's try Iraqi Life, Phil. Congrats, Dustin and Greg. Nice hits. Greg hitting 2 AFC West teams today. Nice. Okay, let's keep her rolling. Radke time. I want to see a big boy on this last one. Come on. Although we've already had a few big boys, so I can't be doing that. I've got Jonathan with the Rams, spot 1. I've got Dave with Chicago. I've got Bill B with Pittsburgh. James with Green Bay. Mark just behind on Green Bay. I've got Nick with Minnesota with a random up. Gotcha. Chicago Bill is just behind. Cincy is there. Spot 6 for Kyle. Greg just behind on Green Bay. Indy is number 7 for Brad. Number 8 is Miami for Jason. Number 9, Pittsburgh is gone, Joseph. Rams are gone, Dustin. Minnesota's gone, Jonathan. Dallas is there, number 9 for Greg. Number 10, Washington for Dave. Let me remember to refresh your page, guys. There was a lot of peeking lightning fingers. Yeah, hasn't translated well. Not all the time. Washington. I got every player I wanted in the last couple of breaks with Daryl too for my jerseys, and I struck out on the 3 box, struck out on a couple 1 boxes. Something's got to give soon. Even I'm getting my guys, but they're not hitting. Carlos. I'm trying to think who my last one was with you too, Nick. Although I haven't gotten all my guys with you because I keep missing the second, third break. I didn't even ask you who hit. I saw the first jersey, I think, on Thursday, but not the next ones. And by the way, when I ask you, it's okay if you break my heart. I don't care. So don't be bugged that I'm asking you like I'm coming to wind you. I'm not whining at all. I just want to know. 12 Giants, but I think I missed your last 2 or 1, however many you did on Palm Street. Nope, sorry, I did that wrong. Buffalo was Carlos. 12 Giants. The first Giants was Dave. Joseph was right after. Dave, Giants, then Joseph. Dustin, Arizona is number 13. If I did any of these where you think I did them wrong, please let me know, and I will go back and double check. Bill S., Cleveland. Detroit for Mark with the random up. Gotcha. That's number 15, I believe. Eagles is number 16 for Joseph. I think that closes us, but let me double check here. Kansas City. And if this is Minnesota, you have had Minnesota. LeClaire was the second. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's we got a random for Nick up for 18, and Mark has a random up. If you missed on some spots, I'm sorry, guys. There was a bunch of claims right in a row. Two $1 solo, or two $18 solos. I can't tell you how many times I've missed my targets or been one break behind or whatever. It's just kind of how it goes sometimes. We tend to remember those and not really think about the times we were luckily in the right on one break, you know. Oh, you have a second, Jason? Did I skip yours? I don't even have you up for Miami, do I? I do. Okay, I just didn't have you random. Sheesh. That's what I get for trying to talk and tell a story while I'm doing this. I had Green Bay was not valid. Minnesota was the first random. Then Miami was a random. Sorry, Jason. Thank you for helping me. And then Detroit with a random. Yep. I know. It's I think I can stomach just missing my team, someone beating me in my team better than I can trading it away. If I'm slow, I'm slow. That's just whatever. Because you know everyone has a right to every team, and if someone beats me to it, they beat me to it. That doesn't help with this when it comes out, that's for sure. As a few of you know today. Hey, there are 3 solos up for 18 apiece. If anybody's interested to jump in for 18 on those, well, let me know. If not, we'll have 3 that may be up after we see who they are. I'll give it a second, though, since we're not hurting for time. We'll do our licensed jerseys next. Mark, you got a free spot in that if you want to use it. I'll give it 30 seconds, then we'll run these, and then you guys can try to sell them once you see who they are as well. Dave, you want all 3? Okay. I didn't miss it this time. Go big or go home. Okay. All 3 bought. Let's run some randoms, guys. Thanks for joining. Good luck. I always say, you know, if you're having a rough streak, I hope it changes. If you're doing great, I hope it continues. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and our last random 7. Tennessee on top, New England on bottom. We saw this case, there was a couple teams that doubled up. We may see another. So keep that in mind when you're claiming. If your team hits and you're like, oh, dang it. I used to, you know, try to be good and tell you guys, hey, they hit this case. But then it happened once where I told them that, then the team hit, and I just don't do that anymore. Teams can double up all the time. Just be on the right box. Okay, we're doing box 6. Jacksonville's up for trade from James. Let me read through these here as well. Jonathan, Rams in Tennessee. David L., Chicago Chargers. Bill B., Pittsburgh, San Francisco. James, Green Bay, Jacksonville. Nick, Minnesota. David, you have Kansas City. Kyle, Cincy, Tampa. Brad, Indy, Vegas. Jason, Miami. David, you had Baltimore as a random. Greg, Dallas, Houston. Dave, Washington, Denver. Carlos, Buffalo, Atlanta. David L, Giants in Carolina. Dustin, Arizona, and the Jets. Bill S, Cleveland, and New Orleans. Mark, Detroit. David, you bought Seattle, and Joseph, Philly, and New England. And then James has Jacksonville up for trade if anyone wants to trade for Jacksonville. My wife is calling me, but I want to make sure she's good before I hang up. Hey, I'm still live. Do you need me? Oh, what happened? Ooh. Fill the whole thing up? Did you call him? Yeah, it is a bad mistake. Okay, you want to call your dad and ask him? Well, that's... Okay. Well, I'll be done in about 15 minutes. Yeah, I think you should call your dad, though. Just tell him you're really sorry. I don't think so. I think if you call him fast and ask what to do. Okay, I'll call you back. Bye. Oh boy. Anybody have experience with this? Filling up a huge diesel truck with premium gas. My wife just did that to her dad's truck. I've never really driven diesels besides that, but I fill it up. What do you do? That's why she's calling me. She's out in who knows where trying to get home, and she filled up the whole diesel truck with premium gas. Do they have to go pump that out, or what's the... Hopefully she didn't start it. I know someone here has to know what to do in that situation. No. She put premium gas in the diesel. Has to be drained. She called me and I said, I'm live. You need help? Yes. I made a big mistake. I'm like, oh gosh. I thought crash or ticket or something because that happens to her. Does it more than just being drained, or... Let me just... All right. I think she started it. I just told her to not start it. I don't know how long she started it for, though. If started, better change the filters. All right, we'll figure it out. Anyways, let's run through this. Sorry, guys. I don't want to waste your time. Jacksonville trade Jets for Jacksonville. Pass on Jets. I would too. Okay. All right, let's roll, guys. I read these all off. We're good to go. We'll do our jerseys next, and then I'll probably be driving down to pick her up. She's 40 minutes away. Fantastic. Need to flush it all out. You think if she just... I think it's at the pump. I know that it's an extra car for now. I mean, not for us, it's not, but... Oh, boy. She's going to be without a car, too. Made it 400 feet. Yeah, I don't think it's going to... She's scared to call her dad, so I feel bad for her. All right. And yes, she's she's in her mid-30s. She knows that was a mistake, but she's still scared of her dad. I would be. Okay, box 6. Good luck, all. Jersey's up next. That just made my week harder, I bet. Now, I'm probably going to be without a car tomorrow. Oh, it's always something, I swear. We've had the worst car luck. I don't know if that counts. That's more of just a mistake. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We got an eclipse. I was saying I think we might have a quarterback. This team has a quarterback that we see signed. Would be a nice hit. Could also be someone else, though. New Orleans, who had the Saints on the eclipse? Not claimed. Random to spot 14. Hey, if it is, that's right. Spot 14, Bill S. on your Cleveland claim. You got the Saints as a random. Oh, man. Imagine if it would have been. I guess it still counts, though, because I said that Oregon didn't count. Did anybody else guess Purdue with me? I'm a genius. Bill, nice hit. Drew Brees coming out of Purdue on the eclipse. I think we've had, I don't know, 15 to 20 Brees come out in the series over the years. He'll be in every single series as long as I'm doing this. I love Drew Brees. Drew Brees hollow. Beckett certified on this one, too. There's our fourth quarterback, I believe. Maybe fifth. Congrats, Bill, on the Drew Brees. Let's try some licensed jerseys, see how those go tonight. Mark, you've got a freebie if you want to use it on this. And then I may not take as long for trades on this, guys. See if I can go help my wife out. I mean, I'm going to have to pick her up anyways, but. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Share my screen so you guys can see which I should do right away. I've got Greg with Barry Sanders. I've got Kevin with SGA. Larry with Allstott. Larry, oops, that's 3. Mike Allstott. Mark Ripken is number 4. Mark and yours is paid. Mark. Favre is number 5 for Bill. Number 6 is Mariota. It looks like we still got quite a ways to go here. 6 Mariota for Brian. Started looking in the B's, which is not what I was trying to do. Mariota. Emmett is number 7. Jason, gotcha. Con for Bill, gotcha. Con for Bill. Iserman, number 9 for Nick. Ten is Drew Brees. We see 2 Drew Brees tonight. 11, Robin. All I know is that's going to be a fun expense for me. 12, John Elway. 4, Mark, got you, Mark. 13, Ray Bork. I think we're probably 5 away-ish. Brian. 7 plus 6 is 13. 14 is O.J. Simpson. Yeah, I don't know. Her car is literally at the shop right now for engine, coolant, SOS on the thing. It's like my car had to get the tires changed. We had to replace the brakes on her car. I got rear-ended by that guy that ran the red light going 70. This is all in the last 3 months, and now she puts premium in diesel. I feel bad for her. Mike, got you with Martone. Old Mark for Jason. Just kind of stupid. Did you get skipped? No, I just got the one. Is that the one you're talking about? The Martone? I'm just barely getting there, so I'm just a little slow. Did she put diesel in it, like with the premium, you're saying? Or in her car? No, she didn't. Oh, you're good, Mike. The way I've been going tonight, you should definitely double check what I'm doing because my brain is elsewhere. I called the tow truck guy and he is on his way. Very nice. Said this happens more often than you'd think. No, I mean, the brakes we had to get fixed. I'll put that on her for sure. She's not. She's a little bit of a crazy driver. But the SOS system and the heating, it's like a tube that's gone wrong. The guy said today. They told us it was a sensor and they wanted to charge us $1,300. So I took it to the guy that's in our warehouse and he's like, "Oh, I get that part for $200." 90% of the time. My wife is a very smart, talented individual. I think I work a lot. She works even more than me. So I bet she just wasn't paying attention. I feel bad for her. Yeah, let me call her really quick, guys. There's 4 left. I'll show pictures. We're almost there. Hey, I'm still live, but yes, have him tow it to the office and leave it in the back. And then I'll call Gabe tonight. No, you're fine. I'll call you in a second. I can come pick you up after I'm done, or whatever you want to do. So I'm almost done. Give me a little bit here, and I'll call you back. But have him if he's gonna tow it, have him tow it to the office, and I'll talk to Gabe and see what they need to do for it. Okay, I'll call you back. No, he can't do it tonight. Have you tried calling him? You have to. Yeah, you do. Okay, I'll call you back in a second. I'll call him then. Okay, Gates for Brian. Okay, let me show some pictures, guys. 3 left. It would take her. She just said, on top of that, I haven't eaten anything today either. She just went to a 2-hour dance meeting for my daughter. She had her own drill team hell week day today from 7 until 2. So yeah, if I told her to walk, I may not live in this house anymore. I'm joking, obviously. But she's 40 minutes away driving, so walking may not be an option. All right, show pictures. Thanks for being patient. Sorry to interrupt there with that stuff. She hardly ever gets any sleep. We were just talking the other day about both of us, how crazy life is, and trying to make sure our kids do everything we want them to do and what they want to do. And it feels like it's killing us. We need to simplify somehow. All right, players that are left is the ones I'll read, guys. 3 left. Devon Taves on the reverse retro. That's a new addition. Jerry Rice, Darryl Strawberry. Tatis Jr. is a new addition. Ovechkin is a locked random. Mobley is a new addition. Chelios and Cunningham are available. Riggins and Del Murphy. Ivan Barbashev. Chris Carter. Trout is a locked random. We have 2 locked randoms right now, so 62 claimable. Sasha Barkov, Nick Bosa, Zach Werenski and Paul Molitor. Ripken is gone. Simpson's gone. Stockton and Hunter. Alex Rodriguez. Reed Blankenship. Austin Reeves. Chris Kreider. Philip Forsberg. Jamal Lewis. Claimed Julius Peppers. Connor Hellbuck. Travis Konechny. Ray Bork. I don't know if Ray Bork got claims. He did. So Tom Wilson, Cody Bellinger, Marian Hossa, Isaiah Thomas, Mark Messier, Joakim Noah, both claimed. Fiala and Urlacher, Pat Surtain, Paul Pierce. We're just three-way. MJD, Pat LaFontaine. Elway did get claimed. Larry Johnson, Magic Johnson, and Chris Bryant. Alex DeBrincat, Larry Zonka, T. Higgins, Alex Caruso. That's all of them. All right, guys, three away, I believe. Okay, three left to close this, guys. I'll hang out here for a second. Good grief, man. Joakim Noah and Chris Carter. I don't think we have any other Carters, right? We just have Vince Carter too, but not right now. Joakim Noah is number 18 for Bill B. 19 is Chris Carter for Dustin. And 20 is A-Rod for Elliot. All right, that closes us. I'll give us time to trade, and then I'm going to run out the door and go pick up my wife and see what the damage is. Whoops, wrong direction. What do you guys ballpark this at? What do you think? What kind of helmet am I going to have to sell out of my collection to cover this? Elliot, you close this with A-Rod, so Kreider will be a random. You were spot 20. I can't believe that happened. 500 to 1K. Yeah, that's fantastic. You sure it's not 1K to 3K? I've spent so much money on fixing cars in the last 3 months. I'm over it. All right, guys. We have two bombs to dodge. That is Alex Ovechkin and Mike Trout. We'll run this 7 times. If they're not in the bottom 4, those 4 will be for sale. If they are, we'll re-roll again until they're not. That's the new way of doing this until we get rid of our locked randoms. 2, 3, so you could run as many as 10 times or more, I guess, if it keeps showing up. 6 and 7. They're not there. Paul Pierce, T. Higgins, Chris Chelios, Brian Urlacher are our solos. I never assume less than 1K. I think she did try to start. I don't think she drove it anywhere, but I think she tried to start it. I don't know what that means. So, I don't know, man. $8,000. That'd be fun, huh? Are you trying to scare me, Mark? Okay, solos. Kreider, Urlacher, Greg. Got you, Greg. Chelios for Greg. Got you. Jason just behind on that. Mark Higgins. Obi just behind on Higgins. Just Paul Pierce left. Let me read off who has who, and then we'll go from there. Greg, Barry Sanders, Connor Hellbuck, Kevin Fiala, Kevin Shy, whatever, Travis Hunter, Jerry Rice, Larry V, Allstott, Trout, and Murphy, Mark Ripken, Bellinger, and Barbashev. Bill S, you've got Favre, Lewis, and DeBrincat. Brian, Mariota, Strawberry, and Messier. Jason T, you had Emmett Smith, Evan Mobley, and Larry Zonka. Bill S, Kahn, Travis Konechny, and John Stockton. Nick F, Iserman, Wierenski, and Hassa. There's a $3 off spot. Greg, Breeze, Bryant, and Kreider, Larry V, Rodman, Blankenship, and Larry Johnson. Mark, you have Elway, Tatis Jr., and Cunningham. Brian, you have Ray Bork, Magic Johnson, and Nick Bosa. Greg, OJ, Caruso, and Tom Wilson. Mike, you have Porter Malone, Philip Forsberg, and Julius Peppers. Jason, you had Linus Olmark, Pat LaFontaine, Austin Reeves. Brian, you had Antonio Gates, Pat Surtain, and Devon Taves. Bill B, Jakeem Noah, Alex Ovechkin, and Alexander Barkov. You got the one, and then the other one was up here somewhere. Larry got Trout. Bill B got Ovechkin. Dustin, Carter, Isaiah Thomas, MJD, Elliott, A-Rod, Molitar, Riggins. Paul Pierce is up for 10. Higgins went to Mark, and Chelios and Olek went to Greg. Mobile and Zonka and Reeves for trade. Who's Mobile? Mobley, Zonka, and Reeves are up for trade. Murphy, Blankenship, Larry Johnson for sale. Murphy, Blankenship, Larry Johnson for sale. Travis Hunter for Caruso is a trade offer. Caruso went to who? Greg has Caruso. Greg, do you want to trade Caruso for Travis Hunter? I'll wait and see there. Mobley. Yep, got you on that one on the trade. I'll buy Reeves if you decide to sell, says Bill. Mike C, buy Peppers from you if you're selling. Julius Peppers for sale. You got it. Okay. Yes, Greg, you have Caruso. He's offering to trade you Travis Hunter football for Caruso. I would assume you'd want to do that, but that's up to you. J. Peppers, Pierce for Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. Sell Reeves to Bill. Okay, Bill's taking Reeves. Seven missed texts from her. Was this one of those times where I was just supposed to not do this and get off? Is that like the sell or trade Riggins and Molitor? Molitor. Thanks, Mike Z. Thomas up for trade from Dustin. Isaiah Thomas. I will give it time, guys. Maybe not as much as usual, but yes, I will make that trade. Thank you, Greg, says Kevin. Okay, so Caruso for Hunter. Mobley for Molitor. Elliott, if you want to trade Evan Mobley for Paul Molitor, let him know. And we'll get rolling here in a second. I'll hold, says Elliott, on the Mobley trade. Greg Forsberg for Travis K. Forsberg for which one? Which one's Travis K, Mike? Am I missing it? Travis Hunter. Greg has Tom Wilson, Hunter, Chris Bryant, Kreider, Connor Hellebuyck, Villa. Oh, Konechny. Where's Konechny? I am blind. Bill has Konechny. Forsberg for Konechny. Oh, it looks like it's part of his because it's right here. Mike, that's just, I know I need to put like a little thing in between. It's this one here, so Bill has it. Bill Konechny and Mike has Philip Forsberg. Bill, if you want to trade Konechny for Forsberg, I think Mike is a Flyers fan. Going to keep, okay. Trade for Forsberg, pick one. Mike, he would trade, he'd take Forsberg from you for Mobley or Zonka. Is that what you're offering, Jason? I think those are the only two you have. Or LaFontaine, maybe. Oh, boy. Buy or trade for Chris Bryant if available. Pass on that, no problem. Buy or trade for Chris Bryant, and then I'm going to get rolling with the boxes here. Greg has Chris Bryant. Greg, if you want to trade Chris Bryant away or sell it, Dustin has, is that your only spot, Dustin? Isaiah Thomas or MJD, although you might be keeping MJD. Let me know what you're thinking there. Not trying to rush this, but I need to go help her here soon, so. Yeah, it's all good. This one I don't like to rush because there's so many names. And I agree, if you're going to join, you want to trade and get the guys you like and get rid of the ones you don't. I think you need the time to do it. It is unfortunate timing for me because she's good though. She'll. It's not me that's out there, but I already told her I'll go rescue her. Oh boy. I need like a week where I just like sit in a cabin and don't bring my phone or anything and I just do nothing. Greg says he'll sell Bryant to Dustin. Okay. I am going to grab stuff, sell Forsberg. Was someone trying to buy Forsberg? Or was it just trades? I can't remember. Was someone trying to grab Forsberg? If so, let me know. It's up for sale now. Grab boxes, but before I do that, there's Del Murphy, Reed Blankenship, Larry Johnson, Philip Forsberg, Paul Molitor, John Riggins up for sale, Evan Mobley, Larry Zonka, and Isaiah Thomas up for trade. Jason will buy Forsberg. I'm going to grab boxes, and then if anyone else moves some of those, great. If they sit where they're at, guys, I'm sorry. Nick, I think you're the only one to have some credit. Yeah, those are up for sale as well as Zonka and Mobley if you're interested. Giving it just a second more. See if you guys want to move any other ones. I'm going to run out the door. Okay, we'll roll some balls here. Get some numbers. Apologies for rushing, guys. 2 boxes. 1, 2. First is 30. Murphy, Blankenship, or Johnson for Riggins. Who had Riggins again? Elliot, you had Riggins. Are you interested in Murphy, Blankenship, or Johnson for Riggins? 141. Read them one more time, guys, then I'm going to grab boxes. Okay, Del Murphy, Evan Mobley, Larry Zonka, Reed Blankenship, Larry Johnson, Paul Molitor, John Riggins up for sale, Isaiah Thomas up for trade. That's it. Probably up for sale as well. And then Elliot, let him know if you want to do a trade for one of those. Okay, I'm going to grab them, guys. 30, 141. All right, let's roll, guys, and I can run out the door here. I'll obviously be unavailable for a little bit here tonight, and I'll try to get back to people if anyone's messaging me. I'll be up late getting this stuff ready for shipment tomorrow. All right, let's close this off. I think the rest of those are going to stay where they're at. 6, 7, 8. Back to light yellow. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 sell and 1 trade. Nick, you had $3 credit on that one. I stopped keeping track. I think we had another quarterback and another other. I think we might be done there on those 3, 2, 10 items. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Running back is the least hit. Okay, 30, 141. 30 and 141. Let's roll. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining. Hopefully, I'm not trying to rush us out on Wednesday. I know that one. 3, 2, 1. There was a time where it felt like we hit this dude on a custom on every other jersey when we did the custom series and the Schwartz series and it was RSA. Now we got him on a nice, I think it's a Reebok, right? Reebok Pro, that's a cool one. I dig this one. That's Pat LaFontaine. It is Reebok. Pat LaFontaine. That was one of the ones that I just unhighlighted, right? No, maybe not. Jason, on your Linus Olmark claim, Jason with Pat LaFontaine. This is an awesome jersey. That's a DA cert on there as well. David Adams. Reeboks are real nice jerseys. I find myself trying to get more of the Reeboks for my collection too. A patch on front, Islanders. We don't have a ton of Islanders rolling through here, it doesn't feel like. No fight strap on this Reebok one. Tags on there as well. This is a $130 jersey unsigned. Going to Jason. Jason, nice hit. And yes, I will get you some pictures. You better believe it. Congrats, Jason. I dig that jersey. I feel like that one's been in for a little bit. First Islander, nice. That's a good one to have. They can't all be Matthew Schaefer. This stuff's so expensive. I hope to get one sooner, to have one as a chaser in East Coast or something. He's still so young, but he's obviously going to be good. His prices are ridiculous. I know there's two, but I can tell this one because of the style, the brand, I should say. 3, 2, 1. I know we have two from this team, but only one of them is a Mitchell and Ness. I'll wait till later. I'm gonna turn this off and run out the door and go save my wife. I love this jersey too. That one's been in for a while. We had two Hornets. One's a newer one that's a Nike. This one's obviously retired, and a Mitchell and Ness. That is Larry Johnson. We had Derek Johnson earlier. Now Larry Johnson in the NBA. That's a cool one. I think that one was highlighted too, wasn't it? Those were both up, or maybe the LaFontaine wasn't up for grabs. I know Jason had some of his up. Maybe that one wasn't. Who did Larry Johnson get offered up by? That was Larry with Larry. Larry hitting Larry. Larry Bell, a nice hit, Larry B. Love this jersey, Larry Johnson. Mitchell Ness. I won a winner's choice and picked this one a while back and thought I could add it to the series. Charlotte Hornets, Mitchell and Ness. Nice hit, Larry. 1994, 1995. Both tags there. Also $130 jersey unsigned. That's great. Congrats. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those that did not hit, especially if it was a night-long skunk fest. I'm sorry. At some point, I might start doing like a skunk prize sort of thing, but I don't know how to do that yet. And I already do so many giveaways, it seems ridiculous to do more. But anyways, all right, guys. Congrats, winners. Let's do a quick recap. Oops. That's the box. Doing CPR to the bag. Not the box, that's the bag. Non-Big Al stuff. Ellie De La Cruz. James Harrison. Ellie De La Cruz was the Funko. Love this one. James Harrison and Justin Fields on the mini. Slate and throwback. Jerseys from East Coast tonight were Timu Solani and Seth Jarvis. Both should be and could be and have been headliners. They weren't pictured in this one, so we're still alive. They get a freebie from me. Radke was Drew Brees and Bo Nix. What a way to end that series. Had some fun hits in that one. Should have another double case Wednesday with some new headliners. Jerseys, the rest is Big L's. Jerseys, Larry Johnson, Pat LaFontaine. Full sizes, Derek Johnson, Fletcher Cox, Deshaun Jackson, Eric Dickerson, Joe Green, and the Julian Edelman on the ice. Deshaun Jackson was a blaze. So some fun styles today coming out. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I'll try. I'll go grab her and see what the damage is. Not excited to see that. See you guys Wednesday if you're around. Thanks, Mark. Any questions, message me. I'll try to get back to you quick. It may not be till tomorrow, guys. Okay. See ya.